Hello everyone, welcome to my quantitative techniques lecture series. Today we are going to start with some important problems under regression analysis. I hope you remember our previous classes on simple problems on regression equation, regression lines, regression coefficients. So today we are going to solve a simple problems on estimation. So here you can see obtain two regression lines from the following and estimate of x when y equals to 70. When we know the value of y, we should estimate the value of x, and y when x equals to 58. When x equals to 58, we should check the value of y. Along with this, of course, we need to form two regression lines. So that we have studied in the previous class. So here they have given the values of mean of x series, mean of y series, standard deviation of x, and variance of y. So they are given a standard deviation of x, but they are given variance of y, and R value they are given 0.8. So our first task is to form two regression lines. So here, two regression lines, of course, you know the formula x equals to x bar plus bxy into y minus y bar. So here, x bar value they have given, bxy value they have not given, and y bar value they have given here. So we should find out bxy values. So in order to find out bxy value, we have a formula r into standard deviation of x by standard deviation of y. Here they have given the r value and standard deviation of x, but they have not given the value of standard deviation of y. So we should find out the standard deviation of y. So here standard deviation equals to square root of variance. So standard deviation of y we require because they have given already standard deviation of x. So we require only the standard deviation of y. So which is equals to square root of variance 12.25. So standard deviation of y is 3.5. So let us apply these standard deviation values to uh, regression coefficient formula. So now 0.8 or value given in the problem, standard deviation of x 25 given in the problem, standard deviation of y we have calculated here 3.5. So the value of bxy is 5.714, and here byx, again I'll apply the values. R is 0.8, standard deviation of y we have calculated here 3.5 divided by standard deviation of x, it's 25 given in the problem. So byx value is 0.112. So then apply this bxy and byx form value to the main equation. So here x bar given in the problem 65, bxy values, so we have found out 5.714 into y minus y bar. So y will keep as it is minus y bar. So here the mean of y series is 67 given in the problem. So just to simplify this equation, 65 plus 5.714 into y, so it is 5.714 y. Then 5.714 into minus 67, it's minus 382.838. So again, further simplification of this. So here we have the numbers, two numbers, 65 plus 65 and minus 382.838. So the simplified number is minus 317.838 plus 5.714y as it is, I will try. Again, so we cannot simplify further this step. So I'll keep this as it is. So apply the values to second equation. Y equals to y bar 67 byx. We have found out here 0.112 into x minus x bar. X bar is 65 given in the problem. So simplify this one. 67 plus 0.112 into x, it's 0.112x, and 0.112 into minus 65, it's minus 7.28. So now we have two numbers, so 67 and minus 7.28. So we can simplify these two. So 67 minus 7.28, so it's a 59.72, again plus 0.112x as it is. So we cannot simplify this equation further, so I'll keep as it is. So now we got two regression lines. We apply the values to regression equation and we got the two regression lines. The first regression line is x equals to minus 317.0.838 plus 5.714y, and the regression equation 2 is y equals to 59.72 plus 0.112x. So our second target is to estimate. So estimate of x when y equals to 70 and y when x equals to 15. So as far as this estimation, so uh, uh, we'll consider the regression lines. ನಮ್ಮ regression lines ಗಳನ್ನ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So here the regression line should be in the form of a plus by or a plus bx. X equals to a plus by form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ regression lines ಇರ್ತದೆ. So ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ regression line ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So in the previous case regression lines ಅನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. regression line 1 and regression line 2. So we will consider that. So x equals to minus 317.838 plus 5.7141. So here you can see a represents a constant number. A ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ a minus 317.838 and plus b, again regression coefficient ಅನ್ನು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು b. So here we have the regression coefficient 5.714 into y. So here into y we have. So a plus by format ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ regression lines ಇರ್ತದೆ, regression equations in a simplified format. So this we'll consider here. And again y equals to a plus bx, again we should consider the regression line, the second regression equation that we should consider. So in the previous problem, so we have here x equals to minus 317.838 plus 5.714y and y equals to 59.72 plus 0.112x. We have to consider these two regression equations, so for our estimation. So I consider the first equation here, x equals to minus 317.838 plus 5.714y. ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಇದು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿ ವೈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ y ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ y ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, x ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು minus 317.838 as it is, 5.714 as it is into y. So now I'll replace the value to y. So y value is now 70. So again, just to simplify this equation, minus 317.838 as it is, and here 5.714 into 70, so that is 399.98. So now simplify this one, minus and plus. So we'll get the x value 82.142. So value of x will be 82.142 when the value of y is 70. So it's our first estimation. And consider the second regression equation, y equals to 59.72 plus 0.112x. Again, which should be in this format, y equals to a plus bx format. So here A represents a constant number. Here constant number is 59.72 plus B represents a regression coefficient range, that is 0.112 into X. So here we'll replace this X by the value given here. So find, estimate X when Y equals to 70 is over. We have already solved this one. Estimate Y when X equals to 58. So I'll replace this X by 58. So Y equals to 59.72 plus 0.112 into 58. So just simplify this one and I'll get the value of Y is 66.21. So you should remember the steps. So for the estimation under regression, so we should find out regression equation, and after finding regression equations, so we can apply the values for estimation. So hope you understood the estimation under regression equation. So let us see one more problem of similar kind. Following informations are given about advertisement and sales of a company. So here advertisement given here and sales given here. Mean of advertisement is 10 and mean of sales is 90, and variance it's 9 and 16, and R value is 0.8. So they are given at the end in terms of lakhs. So uh, here the values of mean is given in terms of lakhs. Calculate the two regression lines. And the second thing, find the likely sales when advertisement expenses are 15 lakhs. So we should find out the sales when advertisement expenses is 15 lakhs. And what would be the advertisement expenses if the company wants to attain a sales targets of 190 lakhs? So here, if sales is 190 lakhs, what is the advertisement cost? So here, the first thing is regarding regression lines, and the second two aspects are regarding the estimation. So we have seen in the last problem regarding X and Y. In my previous problem only direct X and Y and the information sittu, but here they have given advertisements and sales. Apart from this, so all the remaining steps are same. So let me start the solution. So of course the step 1 will write the regression equations. So regression equation formulas ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So here we should find out bxy values. So here bxy values are into standard deviation of x and y. So here we should find out the values for standard deviation of x and y. So they are given the variance from which we should find out standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. So for this, standard deviation equals to square root of variance. So standard deviation of x is square root of 9, that's 3, and standard deviation of y is square root of 16, that is 4. So bxy equals to 0.8 into 3 by 4, it's 0.6, and byx is 0.8 into 4 by 3, it's 1.067. So just apply the values to regression equation. X bar, mean of advertisement, that is 10, and mean of sale is 90. Y bar, we have considered this advertisement as X and considered sales as Y. So 10 plus 0.6 bxy, we have found out here y minus y bar, that is 90. Simplify this one. 10 plus 0.6 into y is 0.6y. 0.6 into 90 is 54. Simplify again. So we have 10 and minus 54 here. So here the simplified answer is minus 54 plus 0.6y. So we cannot simplify further. So we will consider this equation as a regression equation 1. And here apply the values to y formula. Y bar is 90 in plus byx, it's 1.067 into x as it is. X bar value they are given 10. So simplify this one. 90 plus 1.067 into x is 1.067x minus 10 into 1.067 is 10.67. So y equals to 90 minus 10.67 is 79.33 and 1.067x as it is. Now we have the regression equation 1 and regression equation 2. So the first task is over. Calculate the two regression lines is over. Then the second task is the estimation. Estimation of sales and estimation of advertisement cost. So for this estimation, we should keep these two equations. X equals to minus 44 plus 0.6y and 79.33 plus 1.067 x. So let's start with the estimation. So as far as estimation, our equation should be in the form of x equals to a plus by or y equals to a plus bx. So here you should find the likely sales when advertisement expenses are 15 lakhs. So here you should recall we have considered the sales as y. So find the likely sales. So in order to find the sales, that means in order to find the y value, we should apply this formula. That is y equals to a plus bx. Then the second one, what would be the advertisement expenses? So advertisement expenses we have considered as x. So we should find out the value of x. So we should apply x equals to a plus by formula. So, as far as sales, we have considered y, as well as advertisement expenses, we have considered x. So, now apply the two equations. So, here x equals to minus 44 plus 0.6 y. So, y means sales and x means advertisement. So, I will apply x equals to minus 44 plus 0.6 into y. Y means sales. So, sales target they have given 190. So simplification. So minus 44 plus 114 and x equals to 70. So x means you should remember once again advertisement costs. And the simplification of this. So we should apply the value of x. X means advertisement cost. They have given the advertisement cost 15 lakhs. So I'll simplify this. 79.33 plus 1.067 into 15 lakhs is 16.005. So y equals to 95.335. So in the previous problem, you can see that they have given directly the value of x and y. But here they have given the values of sales and advertisement. So we coded the sales as y and advertisement as x. So we should give the interpretations in these kind of situations. So how to write the interpretation? So the first thing, find the likely sales when advertisement expenses are 15 lakh. So the likely sales will be 95.335 lakhs. So here y value. So y means sales. So I'll consider this value. So likely sales will be 95.335 lakhs when the advertisement expenses are 15 lakhs. And the second one, what would be the advertisement? That means we have find out the x value. So x value is 70. So advertisement expenses will be 70 lakhs to attain the target of 190 lakhs rupees of sales. So it's just a recoding of your problem. So the major task that you should remember is coding. ಮೇಜರ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಡಲೇಬೇಕಾದಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ವೈ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ advertisement cost as y, but you should remember that ನೀವು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂಡ್ ಅದೇ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ವೈ. ಸೊ ವೈಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ರೀಸನ್ನಿಗೆನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು y ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು a ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತದ್ದು x ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ y ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟು equation. Hope you understood the estimation under regression. Of course, it's your assignment problem. So the following results are height and weight of 100 men were calculated as follows. So you should calculate the two regression lines, of course, an estimate of height when weight is 200 lbs and weight when height is 5 feet. So height ಮತ್ತು weight ನ informations ಇದೆ. Based on this, you should find out the two regression lines as well as estimation of weight as well as estimation of height. So they have given mean weight and mean height. And here SD. So here SD indicates the standard deviation. They are given directly the standard deviation. So no need to calculate the standard deviation once again. You can directly apply the values to regression coefficients. And coefficient of correlation is 0.6. So based on this, you should find out the regression lines first. After that, you can apply the values to regression lines and you will be able to find the estimated height and estimated weight. I hope you can try this one and we can discuss regarding your answers in the next class. Of course, you'll be able to recognize the steps of solution. Of course, standard deviation equals to square root of variance need not apply. The reason is they are given directly the standard deviation here. Standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y directly given. So no need to apply the values to this formula. So let us sum up simple problems on regression equations, regression lines, regression coefficients and estimates. The major focus of today's class is recording estimations. So, hope you understood. Thank you for watching. Take care and happy learning.